Hi there. I can't believe it's almost Thanksgiving time. How time has flown this year, even though we keep thinking it's blah, 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 blah. And I'm the Gabb. And every Friday we do a Zoom interview with some of my favorite old, new, maybe old restaurant, new restaurant, not in age. That's not fair. Today I get to be with one of my very favorite people, Nick O'Sullivan of Brothers Barbecue. Gosh, we've been friends for how long now?
Almost 24 years.
And you
I know,
were
it's crazy.
really a baby.
I was 20.
Yeah, I'm 44. You're still a baby in my book, but yes. And Brothers has been around now 20 years.
Yeah, well, it'll be 24 years that we've been open in February.
Oh my God. Well, that's when I met you, when you first opened. So it's 24
yeah, right after we
years.
opened. You were one of our first customers.
Right.
You and Mark. Yep.
Me, Mark, and Bill St. John.
Yep, that's right. That was fun. Those were, like we were saying, the good old days when we could, not have to wear masks and give each other hugs.
I hope those days come back soon.
They will.
Okay, tell a little bit about Brothers Barbecue in general before we get to what we want to talk about.
Yeah, well, like we said, we started almost 24 years ago on the corner of Monaco and Leedsdale in a little 900 square foot spot. We've since then have taken over the next door spot, so we've got a little more room. We haven't changed the way that the dining room or the kitchen is. We just have a lot more room for prep and an office for the general manager there. And we have a nice big new walk-in over on the other side now. Since we opened up our first one 24 years ago, we're now up to a total of 8 locations.
Oh, wow.
With 6 in Washington, I-25 in Arapahoe, the Broomfield location. We have the one on First and Wadsworth in Lakewood. We have our commissary kitchen over on West Colfax for catering. We have our newest location in Fort Collins, which has been really going great since the day we opened. It's on the corner of Mulberry and South Taft Hill Road. How
long has that been open?
We've been open about 2.5 months.
Oh, that's got to be gangbusters with the kids.
Yeah, it's been going really well. The community up there has really embraced us, and we took an old 1957 gas station that we purchased about 2 years ago, and through a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, we kind of brought it back to its original aesthetic. The way we found the old plans at the city, so we were able to kind of bring it back to the way it was originally built as much as we possibly could. Obviously, we have to meet modern code, but it turned out great. It looks really awesome. It's on a really busy corner. We've got a nice amount of parking there. And like I said, the community's been awesome. We're involved with the CSU athletic department doing stuff with the Rams football team up there, and it's just been great. And then the other location we have is out at the airport, which is now, reopened as of a few months, 6 months ago, I guess. And it's been busy, and we're expecting it to be busier now with the holiday travel season.
Holiday travel, yeah. Where is it at the airport?
By gate A73. So Concourse A, gate 73. It's this newer area. It's a United service gate area that they'd use for their regional flights. And there's us, there's a Snarf's sandwich place, and also a Breckenridge Brewery is kind of the middle tenant, and we're on either side of it, so you can get a beer and you can order barbecue from the or a sandwich from the bar, or we have a little dining area. So it's been working out great. It's
okay. Do you have to open like at 7 in the morning out there?
We open, I think, at 8 now. I think they've kind of eased up a little bit.
So you don't have to, but you're not doing breakfast.
No, we were originally when we opened, before COVID. We had breakfast sandwiches and stuff, but they're having a the biggest challenge at the airport right now. That's the one store that we don't manage personally. It's more of like an operating agreement that we have with the people out there, and they're having a probably just as hard, if not a harder time finding employees.
Yeah. Now,
So
how are you doing on employees?
we're doing great. I mean, we're fortunate that we never closed for 1 minute during COVID. We kept the doors open the entire time. We kept everybody employed. You know, we've got managers that have been with us for 15 years. We've got a cook that's been with us for 22 years.
Oh, wow.
We've got a lot of guys that have kind of grown up with us and stayed in the business. And when we find good people, we do our best to hang on to them. And so we're lucky that we've got guys like Mike and Aaron and Joe. And I mean, there's guys that have been with us for a long time that do a great job. Joe has actually moved up to Fort Collins and he's running that store up there. So that was another great thing that we were able to promote Joe from the Broomfield location and have a guy up there that really understands what Brothers Barbecue is all about instead of trying to, start from scratch.
Well, you've been pretty wonderful to your employees too, which keeps them. Every day I hear, oh, the dishwasher in the middle of dinner just walked out and this one just left, and so, and they can't find, well, you don't need that much staff for
Yeah.
meeting table.
No, I mean, it's barbecue's pretty labor intensive, but it's not, we don't have a wait staff. We don't have bus boys, and, everybody kind of pitches in and, we can run a busy store with 5-6 people. So
Good for you.
On a shift, like 3 in the kitchen, 2 or 3 in the front. And we're with people that know what they're doing, you can find, a cook that can do the job of, 2 or 3 regular, people that are walking in off the street. So,
Good
or
for you.
a good manager can run the front counter and, run food and run takeout. They can kind of multitask.
Well, I'm very proud of you all. But now, today we always could talk about football games and watching and carry out. We could do that in a minute. But the main reason we wanted to talk is it's turkey time.
That's right. Yeah, we do smoked turkeys and hams for the holidays. We do a fresh red bird turkey. They're 12 to 14 pounds, and they're $79.99. Usually that serves 4 to 6 people. On the spiral smoked hams, there's a signature sweet glaze on those. Those are 8 to 10 pounds. Those will also serve 4 to 6. And then we do a single family pack where you get a turkey or a ham, 2 quarts of sides, and a pint of gravy or ham glaze. And then we do the double family pack, which you get two turkeys or 2 hams or 1 of each. And you get 4 quarts of sides. And for the sides, we have, the stuffing, the mashed potatoes, the gravy, cranberry sauce. So it's really can be like a one-stop shop for.
Okay. The 79 is for the turkey. That doesn't include the sides.
Right. That's just the turkey or the ham. The packs, the single pack is $99.99. So basically $100.
For 4 people?
And then you get the sides and everything with it. That'll serve 4 people, 4 to 6,
Wow.
depending on. So,
$25 a person is a lot less than you could do it at home.
I think so. And they're great. The turkeys that we get.
I've had them and they're wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm a fan.
You're getting one on Wednesday.
I have to get one every year.
Sorry to rat you out, but
that's okay. Even better though.
Yeah.
Is the fact that you're open on Thursday so people can get them fresh. I think that's
right.
Amazing.
Yeah, we used to do it where we would, prepare everything on Wednesday. We'd close Thursday, and then people would, on Friday would be calling us and saying, well, my turkey dried out. It was so, and I'd say, well, okay, well, how did you reheat it? They're like, well, I put it in the oven at 350 degrees for 2 hours, and
oh God,
they cook them again. So, we couldn't trust people to reheat them properly. And it is honestly, turkeys, once they've cooled down, You probably should just take the meat off and make sandwiches out of it.
But to me, that's the best part of things.
Yeah, but we just decided. I think it was about. I guess it's been about 10 years now. These years tend to blend together at this point, but we just decided let's just be open until 2. We'll do the majority of the turkeys, and that way people can pick them up. They're hot and ready to go. You can bring them home. You can put them in the oven at just like a warming temperature if you want until you serve it. But the best thing I think to do is just bring it home and start eating right away.
Wow. When do people have to order by?
If they can give us up until, we'll take orders probably up until like Wednesday morning.
Seriously?
We'll try our best. If people can get, the sooner the better for us. We only have a certain amount of turkeys that we can do. So when we're out. Lately, over the last few years, we pretty much just sell out. And then at that point, we just have to cut it off because we can only fit a certain amount into our smokers and per store. And at that point, it's kind of like, all right, once we're out. So if you're interested in a smoked turkey or ham, please let us know as soon as possible. All the information is also on our website at brothers-bbq.com. There's a holiday menu that has everything and photos and all that good stuff.
Okay, and just out of curiosity, yes, we are on, excuse me, that's my son. Special reading. Call you back, darling. Anyway, the holiday we're talking about is Thanksgiving. Do you do special things for like Christmas and New Year's as well?
We'll do the same menu up until January 1st. So it's available. And then after Thanksgiving.
Turkeys are?
Yep, they're available until then. So with notice, with a two-day notice.
Okay.
And then, we do lots of catering for holiday parties.
We're going to talk about that next, yes. But do you have turkeys and such, but you have to pick them up on Christmas Eve day?
Yeah, Christmas Day we're closed. That's the one day out of the year that we're closed. So we're open 364 days a year.
Well, then I won't ask. You're open on New Year's Day and New Year's Eve too.
Yeah, regular hours on New Year's Day and New Year's Eve, I believe.
Okay, and Christmas Eve?
Christmas Eve, I think we close at 8:00 instead of 10.
Okay, now tell us about I've had stuff catered by you and it's fabulous, but why don't you talk about that?
Yeah, so catering has become such a big part of our business that we have a separate facility that just does catering over on West Colfax. And then we do smaller jobs out of all the individual stores. If somebody wants catering in Fort Collins, we'll most likely do it out of the Fort Collins location. But unless it was for 1,000 people. But we do jobs that are that big. We have events throughout the year where we have 1, 2, even 3,000 or 4,000 people. And then anything from a 10-person little office gathering to 10, 20, 30, 40, 100 people.
Oh my gosh.
And we can do the holiday menu or just the traditional barbecue menu. I think a lot of people, get their fill of turkey and ham and things like that after Thanksgiving. And a lot of times it's nice to have, just pork ribs and brisket and
your ribs are so delicious.
And I had some last night. They were great.
Thanks a lot. Now make me really unhappy. And actually, for those who don't want pork, are you still doing the beef ribs too?
We are just on Thursdays.
I'm not a fan, but my husband.
Yeah. The problem with the beef ribs right now is finding the supply of them. We had a really hard time finding consistent products, so we offer them Thursday nights at a discount on our rib nights. So for the beef rib lovers, we still have them just once a week.
Okay. Now, have you had supply problems too, like everyone else?
Yeah, we've had to run into kind of sub different things. We've always been able to get most of our staple meats, like the pork ribs. We've had a steady supply of those, the pork shoulders, the briskets. chicken. Luckily, those are pretty common, items for food purveyors. But things that, we never had issues with before, like to-go containers and
Oh,
just different things that they just run out of. And we're like, okay, we've got to figure out different ways to do things. And, never a dull moment in the restaurant business. You figure it out.
every time I talk to somebody, all I say is, God bless you all. I just don't understand why you're killing yourself. And you keep opening more, but you have a formula and you know what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean, I figured it out, over the last 24 years. It took me to figure out what I do well and what I don't do well. And we just try and stick to the things that we're good at. We don't try and make it too fancy. We definitely try and keep it simple, and just, we've basically kept the same menu since day one. We've added a few little things, but we don't try and do too much more than what we're just really good at. And that's making great barbecue and having awesome service. And
And
just,
you've always had delivery, and takeout, and you do catering, and your barbecue is fabulous. But anybody who doesn't want to eat there, you can just stop by, pick it up and go home, and your dinner's there.
Yeah. And that I think was what we were so lucky during COVID, is that barbecue travels so well too. If you get a slab of ribs and wrap it in foil, you can eat it 2 hours later and it's just as good.
Right. And you can't if you're ordering Mr. Fancy's, whatever.
Right. Yeah. Sushi 2 hours later, no thank you.
Yeah.
A lot of fried foods, a lot of, pasta gets mushy, different things that, are so much better right when you cook them. But barbecue is one of those things that it travels well. It's easy to package up, and it's good, wholesome, great protein and all the stuff you need.
And everything that's good is barbecue. Just ask my grandson, it's his whole life. But before we go, what about the ice cream? Are we still doing that?
Oh yeah, Nugs ice cream is still going strong. Over on Colfax and Fairfax, we have special, for the holidays, we do ice cream pies, which are amazing, like pumpkin ice cream pies. And I think we have a few other flavors as well, but if you pre-order those are excellent. All the ice cream is homemade, all the pies are homemade right there on site. Carly and the staff over there do a fantastic job. We do custom ice cream cakes for birthdays or graduations.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, she's a really talented girl and does just a fabulous job for us. So we're very lucky to have her on the team. She's another person that has worked for us for, gosh, it's got to be 10 years now. She was working before we even opened up Nugs, she was working at the Broomfield location, and now Nugs, I can always remember how long Nugs has been open because we opened it the year that Sadie was born, my first daughter. So, she'll be 8 and in January, and Nugs will be 8 in May. So
we have a double celebration.
Yeah.
Oh, good for you. Well, all I think is 2 guys from England, kids, and look what they've done, and you've done it. So, and if anybody hasn't tried it, their barbecue's wonderful. They have all sorts of sauces. Everything is so good. But tell us your hours, website. Is there a general phone number for catering or something?
Yeah, our hours are every day 10 to 10. So that's easy to remember. The website is brothers-bbq.com, or just Google Brothers Barbecue.
Is there an apostrophe on that?
There's a little dash between the Brothers and the BBQ. Somebody else had Brothers BBQ, and we got our website. And
okay, but Brothers, is there a?
Oh no.
Okay.
No apostrophe s, just BROTHERS-BBQ.com. Our catering hotline is 720-297-7801. And I just wanted to say that I'm really thankful for you, Gabb, and all the support over the years.
No,
Since Thanksgiving.
You've thank you. Don't embarrass me. But I also want to add, with COVID, when it happened, before, after, during, Brothers Barbecue has given back, been so charitable to the community at all times. And you're local and it's fabulous. I have never asked you to be part of a charity. You are always the very first one. I don't get the letter out and it's back. We're in. God bless you. Serious.
Yeah.
You're just wonderful, wonderful.
Well, thanks. So are you.
Oh, and before we mutual embarrassment, I would like everyone to please like and subscribe to the Gabb, and you'll see this on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram as soon as I can say goodbye and get it up. And Nick, have a wonderful holiday. I adore you, the kids, and everybody. And 24 years later, Brothers Barbecue is just the best. Thank you.
Thanks, Gabb. We love you.
Have a great day. Bye-bye. Thank you. Happy
All right.
holidays.